If you would like some music while you wait, I can definitely give you some music. Matter of fact, I want to turn this off so other people can hear. All right, let's get this up and rolling. Let me share this to Instagram. All right. All right, we're back. Peace and love to everyone that's in the room. Please double tap the screen and show a little love as you enter. I thank each and every one of y'all for coming in. As y'all know, this is not a platform where I try to take over and control it. I'm in control, so it's not about me taking over and control. It's about me allowing everyone to speak their mind and give their opinion. And it's for us to take what we hear. If we don't believe it, research it, see if it's true. Not to take anyone's word, but for us to search and seek knowledge, seek the truth. And there's only one truth, and that's the truth that comes from the Most High. So I asked the question, is Jesus the Father? Let me open up the room here for 1 second. Give me 1 second here. All right. We're going to move that way y'all can come up. Is Jesus the Father? This is what I would like to know. So the topic today is Jesus the Son also the Father? Is he the creator? Who is Jesus? And why do you call him Jesus? Who gave you that name? Where did the name come from? Let's talk real talk today. I hear a lot of crap going around TikTok and other platforms. Everybody talking about Jesus, Jesus. Everybody praying to Jesus. Then they ask themselves, how come their prayers don't get answered? Everybody's waiting on Jesus to come back. But the scripture says, according to your scriptures, is Jesus coming back? And how is he coming? Say, all eyes shall see him when he comes back. How is all eyes going to see him? Did all eyes see him when he was here? All these questions I have for the one who calls himself a true believer, for the one who says he knows the truth. I'm here to question your truth. So if you're not open for questions, if you're not open for refute, for rebuke, for correction, for instruction, for understanding, for knowledge, then this is not the room to be in. I'm not here to make friends. I don't have to make friends. If you're my friend, you're my friend. If you're not, you're not. I don't go out and seek friends. You can't be a friend unless you're like-minded. Because I don't associate or hang with that is not of me. So don't think I'm here to make friends. I'm here to speak on a subject, to converse, and to grow in our conversation, to hear the thoughts of others so that we can go and research and see what is really truth. I'm here to question everything that the Christian even think or believe. Not to put you down, but to try to bring you into the truth of that you read. I really hate when I go in the room and they don't let you talk. They don't let you get out your statement. So I'm not here to stop you from getting out your statement. I'm not going to do to you what I don't like being done to me. You know, so let's get that truth and done. She got up out of there quick, did you? That's what I'm talking about. I said, I ain't got time for jokes. Anybody that know me, I don't come on here to play. I come on here for realness. So let me invite some people up. Truth the dawn. I don't know if I want to do a co-host right now. I already clicked on that button, but I shouldn't have. Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. How's everyone doing today? Grand rising to you.
Sí, estoy ahí, más o menos, pero ahí vamos. ¿Qué puedo hacer? La vida sigue, continúa nada más. Y pero no así. A veces juego, mira, por ejemplo, ahorita está usted aquí, de ahí no hay nadie. Un día, bueno, te apoyaremos, así, pero ahí vamos. Sí, así nomás, así nomás. Leila, Olguita, Orlandito, Cachinito, ellos para que siempre están ahí conmigo. Siempre me apoyan. Para que y ellos también igual esté con ellos siempre.
I don't speak your language.
Y ahí he llegado a conocer personas así.
Thank
¿Para
you.
qué?
No, I don't speak your language, so you can go because I don't understand what you're saying. We can't come to an agreement because I don't know what you're saying.
Regálenme un video. Necesito dos bonitas, chicos. Dos bonitas.
Bye.
Hola, Mary. No, yo casi. Sí, así, todo por las amistades. Un día hace uno la batalla, otro hace otro. Gracias, 77, Shukran, 77. Sí, así nomás, bueno, ahí vamos. Otro día. Ahorita en el Pushkin. Gracias, 77, por tu... Quiéreme.
There we go. That's what I want. I wanted to get that out of there. I don't like that battle stuff. That battle stuff is for enjoyment, entertainment. And I'm not really here to entertain. I'm here to reason, as I said. I'm here to touch the very soul of man and woman. I'm a restorer of the faith, the true faith, not a fake faith, not a wannabe faith. You know, you have imitators, but very seldom do you have duplicators. So I'm not here for the imitators. I'm here to refute them. I do seek the duplicators, though. I want to become one with you all. So the question, and anyone that wants to come up and give an answer, please come up. Or either type in the screen so I know what you're thinking. Is Jesus, the Son of God, also God the Father? Peace and love to you, Malika Poetry. Man of God, thanks for joining. Man of God, maybe you can come up and you can help us out. My question today is Jesus the Son, the one who is called the Son, is that also the Father? And if it is, please come up and tell us why you feel that way. Man of God. Marie, welcome. Marie, over 50, that means you got some knowledge in you, and hopefully that knowledge has grown into understanding, because I know if it has turned into wisdom. So today is for the Christian believers. I'm not a Christian, I'm not a Muslim, I'm not an Israelite, I'm no man-made religion. I only believe in one religion, and that's the religion of love. Anything else is just a form of religion. So if it's not of love, it's not true religion. Man-made. And when man makes something, it's so that he can get into your pockets. Because man is evil in all he does. Man don't want to be one with you. He wants your money, your filthy lure, or whatever else he can get from you, your body, your mind. I want to free your mind. So a lot of the things I say, you may not agree with, but if you go back and research, you'll find out that they're true. I don't ask you to believe nothing I say. I ask you to research. Check it out for yourself. I ask you to test what I say and see if it's not true. Your scripture says, test the spirit and see if it comes from God. So I'm here to test the spirit of those who believe in Jesus, to see if the spirit that you have within you is really from God, or is it from man? Is it from self? Y'all help me out. And while y'all think about that, I'm gonna sit here and finish doing what I'm doing. I know everybody go and use that scripture in Isaiah 9:6, where it says, for unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called a wonderful. His name shall be called Counselor. His name shall be called the Mighty God, with a little m. The name shall be called the Everlasting Father. The name shall be called the Prince of Peace. That's his name. They're going to call him Wonderful. They're going to call him Counselor. They're going to call him Mighty God. They're going to call him Everlasting Father. They're going to call him the Prince of Peace. And it goes on to say that of the increase of his government and peace, there shall be no end upon the throne of David and upon his kingdom. What is the throne of David? Where is his kingdom? I'm just asking. Like I said, I'm not here to belittle you. I'm here to try to reason with you. Didn't get a chance to speak with my moderators and get them in the room this morning, because usually with their help, I can keep the room going. But I am asking that you tap on the screen as you come in. If you can't tap on the screen as you come in, you probably should not even be here. Go to a room where you feel comfortable tapping on the screen, showing them some love, showing them some respect. If you can't do that here, then you can leave. I told you, I'm not here to pity you. I'm not here because I need you the way you are. I don't need you the way you are. How do I get you to understand that? Emon, thank you so much for the love. Thank you for the love. For me, that's a way of saying greetings, because a lot of times people won't come up and speak, and you can only get so many people up. So that's their way of acknowledging that they notice my presence. Like when I go to their house, I wouldn't walk in a man's house and not greet him. The first thing I would do would greet him with peace. And if he accept my peace, I enter his house. What house am I talking about? Am I talking about his physical house, or am I talking about his spiritual house? Sometimes we have to listen to what a person is saying and then decipher in between the words what is really meant. So, is Jesus the one that y'all claim to worship, the one that y'all waiting on, the one that y'all pray to? Is that God? Is that who you should be praying to? I'm asking. I need believers. Those who lack knowledge. Believer is one who lacks knowledge. I need believers, those who lack knowledge, to come up. Elmore, the Universal, says no, that Jesus is not God the Father. So I just came from a room not too long ago that said that this says that he is God the Father. They took that content out of verse, used that one verse to try to prove a point. But they had no other verses to back up that verse. One thing I noticed about your book, well, one writer say, another writer come along and say the same thing to back up that writer. Wherever 2 or 3 witness to something, there's the truth. But y'all always use one verse and have no other verse to back it up. So the question would be, how did you come up with the conclusion that Jesus is the Father? Because I read another scripture that says, I have come. Who came? The one you call Jesus came, right? He come with the authority of the Father, the scripture says. The Father has given him that authority. It also says he come in the name of his Father. Now, I don't know about you, but when I hear that, if someone come to me and say, I come in the name of my Father, I would ask, what is your Father's name? I keep asking y'all, how did you come up with the name Jesus? How did you begin to call the Son by the name Jesus? Is that a nickname that you gave him? Did he give you that name? And if he gave you that name, where can you show me him telling you that this is his name? Because I haven't found no place in the scriptures that says that. Got something on my glasses here. So help me, my people. Help me to determine how y'all came up with your conclusions. You mean to tell me I can't get none of you Christians to come up to the mic? The room is open. See, I'm not here for that. TikTok always trying to sell you something. I always want you to do this, want you to pay so you can have more. I'm not paying to get more followers. They either come or they don't. Some will come out of curiosity, some will come out of fear, some will come just to hear, some will come because they're looking for knowledge, some will come because they want to change their life, so they're looking for a way to change, they're looking for an answer. There's many different reasons why people come on TikTok. I'm not on here all day, every day, so I don't have the audience that most people get. Because I'm not here for your money. I'm not. I'm here to renew your thinking so that we can become one. The only way we can become one is that we be of the same mind. Because if you have a different mindset than what I am, we could never be one because you're going a different way than the way I'm going. Well, ain't no people meant to be alike. Where you get that from? Who told you that? Why did you come up with that conclusion? Say invite Miss G to join. I don't know who Miss G is, but I'll send her an invite. I'm reading the screen. I'm reading the screen because I'm trying to wait for questions or for answers. Peace and love, my brother. Peace. I thank you for your love. Chris United. I think you forgot the T. It's supposed to be Christ United. Or is your name Chris and you said Chris United? You're more than welcome to come up if you have answers or if you think you have the answers. Let me see who's all in the room. Give me 1 second. All right, let me greet y'all with some love here. Christine. Hugo. Truth, got you. Doctor, is that Malik? Prophet 5. Invite Queen of Highlights to host. No, I can't invite you to host because I don't know what you're about. We might be on different wavelengths. Raw, welcome to the room. Malika, poetry. It's good to have you. Cookie, thank you for joining. Elmore, the Universal Humanitarian, I thank you for the love that you show. I'm just going down the list. So I can just thank those that come in the room so I can welcome them with peace as they come in because I'm here in peace. I may not sound like I'm in peace because I have a deep voice, but I'm in peace. I'm not an upset person. God is storm, my voice is deep. And when I get passionate, sometimes it get even deeper, but that don't mean I'm upset. It's really nothing you can do to upset me on this end. I'm beyond that. I'm in a peaceful state of mind. I walk in peace. You know, I walk in peace. Let me see if any of my members is on so I can invite them. Okay, let's see. I drop in. Guess we're gonna start that. All right, well, approval drop in. Guess. Let me see. Let me invite some people to the room. I have a whole list of friends here. I want to invite y'all to come up. I really want to talk about this subject. I can't get people to talk about subjects. And if I go in the room, they're not going to let me talk. I don't know if it's the voice that they fear or the words that I speak. I don't know. I really honestly don't know. They feel challenged for some reason. I'm also on YouTube, so you can also get us on YouTube under the African People of Love. So, you know, you can also get us there. That's for my friends who don't have TikTok. That's on Facebook and Live. And I have a lot of Facebook friends who don't have TikTok. I have a lot of, well, I don't have a lot of friends. Let me rephrase that. I have a lot of associates. You know, a friend is family to me. If I call you a friend, that means you're family. We don't have much family today. Family is someone you can trust in, someone you know that's going to be there, someone that's never going to turn their back on you. That's family. Family with you through thick and thin, no matter what. That's family. You know. I'm never going to, excuse me, I'm never going to turn my back on family. But family can turn their back on me. And don't get me wrong, if they turn their back on me, it's no problem. I keep moving because life goes on. I wasn't born with them. When I came out of my mother's womb, I came out alone. I have a brother and a sister, but they come out before me. I'm the baby in the family. I'm the spoiled brat. God is Storm, let me say hi to you. So I don't come on here just to talk. I don't like to just rattle. I like to have something to talk about. So I need y'all to feed me so I can feed y'all. Just feed me what's good, because if it ain't, I'm going to throw it up. I throw up poison. When I take in poison, I throw it right up because it don't settle in my stomach. Nothing formed against me shall prosper, so I just throw it up, get it back out of the system. There we go. Peace and love. Welcome to the room. Let us know who you are and where you're from, please.
Please believe me. How's it going?
Oh, it's going great. Great, bro. It's a grand day today. I had a grand rising. All my bills are paid, so I don't have to worry about not having a roof over my head or food or nothing like that, you know. So it's a grand day. So, are you a believer? Oh, he left out. Didn't like that answer, I guess. I thank y'all so much for the love that you show, for the badges. Somebody just got a Greta badge. Oh, Christy, the box. Hot. Christy, the box.
Yeah, you hear me?
Yes, yes, I do. I hear you well. Can you hear me?
Yeah, my connection was breaking out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So come up and introduce yourself. Tell us where you're from. And is Jesus also the Father? And why you believe it?
Is Jesus what?
The Father. The one they call Jesus. I to this very
My
day.
Father?
Yeah, you know, it say everybody, all Christians say that Jesus is the Father.
Nah,
Are you a Christian?
I am my Father. I am my Father. There's no separation.
You are your Father. There's no separation. Okay. And
I am my Father. There's no separation.
I definitely understand that you are your Father. I definitely feel that. Yes, you are. As you grow, you'll find more and more of your Father coming out of you as you get older. You begin to say some of the things they say, quote some of the things they quote, and even walk some of the ways that they walk. So I definitely understand that. So you and your Father are one. But you, even though you and your Father are one, you are not the one.
Yes, sir.
So is that what's meant when it said?
I mean, I say it again. I'm sorry.
So is that what is meant in the scriptures when it said, God and I are one? When Jesus said, the Father and I are one. Is that what he meant? What you just said? That you and your Father are one. Y'all two different entities.
If you know, everything is, script. So I feel like, the Bible was, made by man, and that part right there, the scripture, if I were to say anything, I would say, yeah, that's exactly what he was referring to when he say that.
But he wasn't referring that he was the original one. He was just referring that he come from that one, and that's what made him a part of the Father. Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely.
Okay. So now, you and your mother are one too, correct?
Absolutely.
So that will go with the scripture that says we're all one of one another.
Yes, sir.
So if that's true, then how come we don't all walk the same?
That's a good question. And I believe, everybody is being taught and being programmed worldly things, So we have to unprogram that, and when we wake up, I can't remember like just going to church to get off track, but as a kid going to church and just when I first got the quote unquote Holy Spirit, you know what I'm saying, it hit me, and I just wanted more. I wanted to, understand more about this specific chapter or journey that the pastor was speaking on, because it touched me in a way that I haven't experienced in this life, So enough of that, and then enough of me questioning some of the things that didn't make, logical sense to me. So enough of that brought me through, trying to figure it out, nobody having the answers to help my spirit stop asking the questions, or my being stop asking. So it just got to a point now where I just be, and I do get my downloads, my upgrades, my wisdom, from source. I don't rely on too much of this AI things. At least I try not to.
So when you say the source, what are you speaking of?
The source?
Yes. What is the source for you? Because I heard you say source, so I want to know what the source is. The source is what? The creator?
Yeah, the source to me is the creator. Is the creator. It's
Okay.
God Almighty. It's the Most High.
So that brings another question, and I'm just here trying to get an understanding. All right. Try to see if we're on the same level. I'm gonna restore the faith, by the way. So you say the source. Can you identify the source? You said it's the creator. Can you identify this creator? Or better yet, here's a question I have, since you're a Christian.
Okay.
In your book, let me get it so I can pull it up for you. Where you said God and the Father, right?
Yes, sir.
When you read that, where it says, give thanks always for all things unto God and the Father. Is that talking about two separate entities? Or is it speaking of the one entity? That's in Ephesians 5:20.
Oh, good.
Also in your book in Colossians 1:3, it says, we give thanks to God and the Father. Also in Colossians, I think it's 1:13. No, Colossians 3:17. And whatsoever you do, in word or deed, do all in the name of the Lord, giving thanks to God and the Father.
In the flesh, Jesus is not the Father. His spirit, he becomes the Father.
In spirit. So, you walk in spirit. Are you the Father?
When I'm in spirit, I am the Father. Because there's only one Father, there's only one Spirit.
So how do
the flesh can't comprehend that. That's why the flesh is not God.
Exactly.
So in the one,
just like you a father and a son, ain't you? Ain't you somebody's son and ain't you somebody's father?
Oh, I have many children. I'm a father of many. And I do have a father.
You a son and you a father, right? You got a mother, right?
Of course.
So you got a mother and you got a father, and then you are somebody's father, correct?
Yes.
Right?
Very good.
So how could you ask a question like that? Because you're coming from the flesh, because you're not speaking from the spirit. That's why you can't see it.
No, I can see it. But I'm asking questions because.
So why ask the question?
Who is God and who is the Father? Because the way I read it, it say God and
Psalms
the Father.
82:6, is it not?
James 1:27.
You are a spirit and you are a flesh.
No, stop me.
Psalms 82:6, is it not written in your law, as said your gods, and all of you are children of the Most High?
Right, but most of y'all don't believe
John
that.
10:34, Christ came back and said it again. Say one more.
I know them scriptures. For all of you are God. All of you are children of the Most High.
So if you knew those scriptures, if you knew those characters, spirit and truth, you wouldn't just ask that question. You asking that question because you're trying to be deep, and you're not really deep because you're coming from flesh.
Okay, so now that you want to tell me what I am, since you really know me, since this second,
truly like you said you do, you wouldn't ask that question.
I asked that question because I see so many people running around here. I asked the question because there's so many people running around here with different beliefs. So I asked the question. So the question.
I guess who helped?
Pardon me. I didn't hear you.
Oh, go ahead. Finish your statement. Go ahead, finish.
There's many people running around here with different answers when there's only one answer. So I asked the question because I be wanting to know what people
and what is the
are.
answer?
What, God and the Father, are they the one and the same?
See, you use it.
God and the Father are not one and the same. Not in your book. Not according to your book. So that's why I asked the question.
So according to your book.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Wait, stop for 1 second. Stop for 1 second. I don't have a book that's on the market.
Yeah, Holy Tablets. Yes, you do. You're in the Wahabian. You're in the Wahabian.
Yes, I am. Do you know what that means?
Of course. So you got a book called the Holy Tablets.
What does
you got a book called the Holy Tablets that takes you from.
I gotta wait. Stop, bro. Stop putting yourself in me. I have a book that is the Holy Tablets. It's called the Holy Tablet.
You said you're a Nuwabian.
No, you know why I say I'm a Nuwabian? Do you know what that means?
Why is that?
Do you know what Nubian means?
Of course.
What does it mean?
I was in that mess for 25 years.
I know you came up here before and said that. Now you're a Christian. So what I want to ask you, what does Nuwabian mean, since you want to speak on it?
I'm not a Christian.
Okay.
I'm not a Christian.
So if you,
that's how I know you don't read.
So if you're not, wait, you just said you
Dr.
what?
York said,
oh my God.
Become like Christ.
You just said that you were not a Nuwabian. You said you walked away from the Holy. In your Holy Tablet.
Said become like Christ, but you call me a Christian.
I'm gonna call you a Christian again.
Dr. York is Simjaza. He's a fallen angel.
Okay.
I proved it over and over. Dr. York is a fallen angel.
I'm not here. Wait, stop,
he stole from Zechariah.
Excuse me. I don't want to mute you, but I do need you to stop. I'm not going to block you. I'm not going to block you. I'm going to ask you to take time and not try.
You follow a fallen angel.
Okay, now are you finished?
You follow. Hey, y'all, if y'all want to come to my page, come follow my page.
No, are you here to promote your page, bro? Are you here to promote your page? Stop. We're not here to promote your page. On your page is no truth. You came back to my page because you wanted to defend what you thought. And I don't mind you doing that. And I don't mind you doing that. I don't mind you defending what you believe in. But you're not going to come in my room and try to broadcast and advertise your room. Now, we can stay on a topic and have conversation with each other, or we can try to be over each other. I want conversation. Conversation come from both of us, not from just one of us. If you're willing to have conversation with me, yeah, just okay. I'm gonna get with you. I'll let you answer that. So if you're willing to sit here with me and conversate with me, meaning that I get to ask questions just like you, I get to make statements just like you. But I'm not going to point the finger and judge you and tell you what you are unless I ask you. See, there you go. He's gone. That's what I'm talking about. They want to come in this room and try to advertise their room so they can get more people to their room. He was in here the other day trying to resonate. He want to say I'm a Nubian, but he ain't been able to tell me what a Nubian means. I didn't say I was a follower of Dr. York. I said I'm a Nubian. I'm a Nuwabi. Nubian means to be a new being. That's all it means. New beings. When I started walking in the truth, I became a new being from the old being that I used to be. Because the old being was deceitful. Peace and love, peace and love, Joe. Peace and love. So anyway, let me stop because I can't stand foolishness to come in my room. Brother, you had a question. What was your question?
Yeah, my question was about why he said anything about a fallen angel.
Well,
why is he calling you like you represent a fallen angel? That's the part that threw me out.
Okay. In the book of Nuwaubic, it teaches you, just like the Bible does, they use parables to try to teach you, but it kind of break it down. Malachi was trying to break it down so people can get a better understanding. A fallen angel is just one of us who walk opposite of truth. A fallen angel is just a disagreeable being.
Okay.
And
okay.
If he had been quiet long enough, that's why I told him, I'm not here to speak on Dr. York.
Right. Okay.
I didn't spend 25 years with Dr. York.
I don't even know who that is.
Dr. York is in jail right now. He's in prison. Okay. But he said he followed Dr. York for 25 years. And now he's back trying to teach Christianity, or trying to teach the truth, as he claims. I don't follow Dr. York. I have my own thoughts. I read some of the literature of Dr. York. I studied Dr. York's literature, but I also study King James literature. I also study Mormon literature. I also study Hebrew literature, Torah literature. These are all books that I study in seeking truth. And I come to find out that they all say the same thing, just maybe a different way because the writer was different. They was given their version of how they seen it. But it still says the same thing. It's like when you read the Bible, whatever you read in one spot, you're able to find it in 2 or 3 other places. Not from just one writer, not just from Isaiah, but if Isaiah said it, you're going to also find it from others. Because they just verifying it. Wherever 2 or 3 come together and speak that, let it be. If just one person is speaking it by itself, 9 times out of 10, it's not true. But when a person come and speak something, and then somebody come years later and speak the same thing, and then here comes somebody else years later who wasn't around during that time, but yet they say the same thing, and you put them together, you see it's true. Because you can't deny truth. You can't get rid of truth. Truth always is. Truth always will be. Truth is the only thing that holds out in the end.
That's it. Let me know when you're ready for me now.
Okay, my brother. So I'm up here trying to have good conversations with my brother.
Let me know when you're ready for me.
Right on. Right on. I keep getting all these texts.
Oh, I thought you were monologuing.
No, go ahead. I'm ready for you.
It just seemed to me like you was monologuing more than anything.
Okay.
Okay. Because, when you're having an actual conversation, other people have a little something to say here and there and here and whatnot. And, when it comes to me personally, when I like to talk to people and introduce myself and such things like that, usually it goes south because of intimidation and fear and not understanding, not listening, not caring, not paying attention, trying to put words in another's mouth that they themselves did not say. Now, usually what I do when I come on to anybody's panel is I let them know I am a street preaching martial artist that does comedy. I don't preach religion. I preach the way we live. I preach behavior, verbal, and social cues. So the things that a person says, does, or little behavior patterns that they have, it should set off little warning signs inside of people, you know. But however, because of how people were taught their whole lives to ignore and neglect everything that they see and hear, they don't really pay attention to another person, you know, and it goes even worse than that a lot of times. And it goes into not only do they not see another person for a person, like at all, they think of another person as like a tool or an object or a toy, and they play games with people and stuff like that. And then no one wants to actually sit back and listen to what's being said towards each other. You know, everybody has some wisdom, some knowledge, something to give to each other.
Yes.
And if we never take time out to listen to each other, then how?
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I agree with you 100%. I think everything you said just now was 100% true. And that's what I try to explain to the young man.
I appreciate that. You know, and I apologize for running off the mouth too.
No, you're not running off at the mouth. You had the mic, so therefore you was just giving.
I do apologize.
Why? You didn't run off at the mouth. You spoke.
I appreciate that, you know, because like I said, I have a lot to talk about, really, but I try to hold back a lot of what I would like to say, because some people, I apologize, are not real.
Don't apologize.
They aren't tough enough to take words.
Right, but don't apologize.
You know, and I know I'm not apologizing for me saying, I'm apologizing for their weakness. I'm not apologizing for what I'm saying. I'm apologizing for their weakness, and for their weakness, they'll interrupt and try to cause some kind of confusion or disruption just to break up knowledge being passed to each other. And this is I guess I'm a street preacher martial artist that does comedy, so the thing about it is I try to help people understand that there are so many differences between the words that we use, like smart and intelligent. Those are two different words, you know, so it's a lot of things that a lot of people are not really conscious or aware of. And I don't like to use certain words that other people use because they're not insightful as they would like to portray themselves as. And they would use a small vocabulary to try to excite a person. And when I try to let them know, do you have at least 1,000 words under your belt? If you have less than 1,000 words under your belt, then you're missing a lot of vocabulary, because there are more than 1,000 words under the letter A. Yeah. So that's a lot of vocabulary that people are missing out here in this world.
Jehovah.
You know, and I just want to encourage people.
How do you pronounce your name? Jehovah? The name that you got up.
I really prefer people to call me Demo. The name that I'm displaying as for my avatar and such, it's my spiritual name.
Okay.
You know?
No, I understand.
I've come to find and realize that a lot of people do not have respect in their voice, in their name, in nothing. They don't have respect in them. And when they don't have respect in them, you know, it's kind of hard for me to hear you speak that name like that.
Okay. Okay. Now, hold on.
So I prefer Demo.
All right, Demo.
And as far as ARP's comment, if you don't mind, sir, as far as ARP's comment,
right? I just invited.
I just saying a lot of words.
I just invited ARP to come up. I just invited ARP to come up because I was looking at the comments too.
I understand, because he's going. I see right now he's probably going to cause a disruption.
He said right.
As far as his comment, what he says is, I'm saying those scriptures. No, I will not use the words of my enemies. Okay. Never. Okay, I want you to understand that I believe in God, not man. So the words of man will never move me, ever.
He's speaking about both of us, so I don't pay no attention. So I will answer his question. He said the He asked me a question. Host, are you saying you are God and the Father based on your profile name? No, I'm not saying I'm God and the Father. But yes, I am a God, and yes, I am a Father, because we are all gods. There's no other gods beside us. If you try to go outside of us and find a God, you won't. So I hope that answers your question.
And as far as ARP, no, I believe in God, not in the man. Remember, that's what I'm saying. You should put words in my mouth. I don't believe in man. I believe in God.
And I try to tell them, according to their book, something they probably never even looked at. According to the book, the God in the book is the mother, the creator of all life. And it tells you that in your book. Because the Father tells you to get wisdom, to
Now,
seek
I would
wisdom.
say this. What do I call you, sir?
Pardon me?
What do I call you, sir?
Oh, you can call me Elijah. My
What
real
address
name
you
is
ask?
my real name is Elijah. Elijah X.
Elijah?
Yes. Elijah with a Y, not with a J.
Elijah?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, Elijah X.
Yes.
Okay, that's cool. Like I say, I go by demo, by the way. And I don't mean no disrespect by saying this, but a few things you said just I do not agree with at all.
Okay.
Now I will not say anything about me disagreeing about it, but I'm just letting you know that there are some things that you said that I will not agree with. Okay.
No, you have the
continue,
right.
please.
And I'm glad. I don't want you to agree with everything that I say. Because if you agree with everything that I say, that means 9 times out of 10, you're faking it. Because everything I say, you ain't going to always agree with it. Some things going to have to be proven. So I take it that when you say you don't agree, you're saying that you don't agree on the fact that God is the mother. Am I correct? You can unmute.
That's one part I don't believe.
Okay. So
yes.
You believe that God is.
That's one part I do not believe in. Yes.
Okay. So now you do use the Bible to teach, am I correct?
No.
Okay. But you do study the Bible so that you.
I can read.
All right. So you do read.
Oh, I've studied it, but right. I don't believe in it at all because I can read.
I'm not talking about the believing. I'm talking about you do read it, correct? And that's what we basically up here talking about.
My bad, phone died.
Like I said, I did read it.
Okay. So now.
But I did. But because I can read. I read it for what it actually was.
You read it to get.
Someone would try to tell me it
you
is.
Read it to get. You read it to get knowledge. You read it for understanding. And hope you was reading to get knowledge, and you was hoping that the knowledge can bring you to an understanding. Because that's what knowledge does. I don't care what book you read from. Because it was written by some man. So you're trying to get the knowledge of what that man is saying, the understanding of it. So my question would be, since you do teach people about the higher self, and since you have read the scriptures, why would you say that God is not the mother? I'm just asking.
Like I said, I can read. That's just all I'm saying is I can read. And whenever someone speaks about like the top God, they always use the what did you call it? The phrase he or the word he. They never use she. And when it comes to she, they speak of mothers and they speak of gods. But see, and then like I said,
she is a mother.
One either. I don't believe there's just only one God. I don't believe in limitations.
No, there's not one God. There's many gods. She is a god, and her children are gods. It said the angels, meaning the messengers, were sons. The messengers were sons of God.
Everybody's a God.
Yeah.
No, everybody's not a God.
What okay, so that's what
No,
we
everybody. To me, that's my opinion.
so
everybody's not God.
so that's where we disagree, because I believe that everyone is God. But I also understand that there are fallen gods among us, those who walk in disagreement to truth, those who walk against us, speak against us, live against us. Them are called fallen gods for me. They're gods, but they're fallen. They walk opposite of love. They walk in the ways of the flesh, the ways of the world.
See, this is my thing about people saying they're God, right? So for you to say that you're a God, that means that you understand the rules and the regulations of being a God.
Yes.
So when I ask you, what is the first rule of being a God, and you cannot answer, then that lets you know that you're not a God. Then I ask you, what are the requirements? Give me a requirement of being a God. And when you cannot answer that, then I understand that you're not a God.
Okay. So let me give you the requirements of being a God. The requirements of being a God is to accept truth for what it is and to walk in that truth, to live that truth, and to speak that truth. Any other questions? There's only one truth. There's not many different
I'll
truths.
give you that one. Wow, that's the first time somebody ever gave me one. Now, what's the first rule? What's the first rule of being a God?
To be a man of love, or a woman of love. And I'm not talking about the love of this world.
Nope.
Okay? The first rule, in order for me to become a God, I would have to come from a God. So I would have to accept that fact that I came from a God. The reason I say that my mother is God, it's because my mother is my creator. She's the giver of my very life. It's her spirit that lives within me. It's her spirit that gave me life. She breathed that life into me. I didn't. She did. I was in her womb. I was in her ovaries.
So,
and she allowed me to come out into this world.
Have you been to a science lab and studied anatomy?
Yes, yes, yes.
So you understand anatomy?
Yes, I believe I do. I do understand that the father has to. I do understand that the father has to plant his seed in the egg of the mother, but the life of that child is already in the mother.
Where the liver and the spleen and the organs are.
What about them? That's a part of.
What the organs are?
That's a part of our makeup.
The organs in your body.
Yes. Do you understand that?
Yeah, I know, and that's part of you, who you are.
That's a part of us, who we are. No, it's not a part of me. It's a part of us, who we are. That's why the scripture says we're one body. We keep trying to separate ourselves. But you need all of the body in order to do the work that you're supposed to do. So that's what I'm trying to do now, is awaken the people so we can become one body, because right now we're not one body. We're many bodies because we have separated ourselves from the one body.
Okay. Like I said, this your show. This your show.
No, it's not my show. I don't own TikTok. I use TikTok as a platform to speak to people. I also use YouTube. This is being recorded on YouTube, just like it's being on TikTok. I also use Facebook. I also use Twitter. I also use my voice on the street. I also set up different, I go around, I visit different cities and stuff like that and speak. So I use everything I can to try to get the point across, so that we could become one people of one mind. I don't tell people to believe anything I say, because I think that belief is foolishness. It's ignorance. Because anytime you tell me that you believe something, in reality, you're telling me that you don't have knowledge in that. So I don't talk about belief, I talk about knowledge. And the reason I know that is knowledge is because I have tested it. You can get knowledge, but it won't become understanding until you test it and see if it's real. Just believing because somebody write it don't mean it's true. Even in the science, many things change as they go because they only believe it as they go. And they said, wait, I found out that wasn't right. That if you do this and you do that, this will occur. So they come into a little bit of greater, more knowledge to give them just a little bit more understanding. So I want to give the people the same knowledge when it comes to us, to give them a little bit of understanding. I can't give them all of the truth because truth is within us. I don't have to tell you the truth because the truth is in you. But I can bring that truth out to the light since it's living in the darkness. See, the words that we use are just words. It's all in the way that we look at it. Light, darkness, what is meant by that? We can look at it as light being righteousness, darkness being opposite of righteousness, being unrighteous. We can look at it as being truth, but darkness is being a lie. It's all in how you look at things, all in how you take it in. Because what you eat is what you are. So you have to make sure that you're eating the right food so that you can grow. And not eating the food that's going to destroy you and kill you on up the road. Because food don't destroy you when you eat it right away, unless it's infected with a lot of poison. Most food takes over time to work in your body. And the words that we eat is food. And a lot of us are eating death on a daily basis. That's why we live the way we do. That's why our women act the way they do. That's why our man is gone wild. Because there's no understanding in who they are. They've been eating the wrong foods. They've been eating from the wrong people. They've been learning from the wrong people. They have the wrong peers around them. They haven't separated themselves from that which is not of them. And if you hang with a person long enough, you'll find out that you'll kind of become like that person. That's why it's also said that if good hangs with bad, it will eventually become bad. Good ain't going to rule over bad by hanging with it. It's going to take up some of them bad habits and begin to practice them. So you don't hang with the bad. That's not the way you get them to become good. Because you can't make a person good. All you can do is show a light and hope that they will walk in that light or walk to that light so that they can become that light. But we are the light, and we're also the darkness. We are the gods, and we're also the devils, because we're the good and the evil. It's in us when we're born. We're born with these two spirits within us. One that wants to do right and one that wants to do wrong. Welcome, Chief Elder. It's good to have you in the room, brother. Peace and love. Long time no talk to you. I'm glad to see you. How you been doing, brother? Peace and love. So yeah.
Hold on a second. Let me get back on the phone.
All right, go ahead, take it. So
It's all good. It's all good. Go ahead.
Okay. So in case you don't know, Jehovah, I'm a spiritual person.
Say again?
I was talking to Jehovah just now. I'm a spiritual person, so I talk about spiritual things. I don't talk about worldly things. I'm also a revolutionary. I've been a revolutionary for many, many years, since I was 12. I'm a revolutionary to this day.
I understand, sir.
But things have changed in my revolutionary thought from when I first started at 12. Because at 12, I was ready to go to war, to kill anything that wasn't of me, which means anything that wasn't black. But I don't feel that way now. I don't teach that no more. I'm a revolutionary, meaning because revolution means change, total change. It doesn't mean to go to war. When you hear revolution, it don't mean somebody that's ready to be a warrior. I'm a warrior already. It means somebody that desires total change, 360 degrees. Don't want nothing the same. I guess that's why the scripture says you got to die to the flesh, die to self. So the scriptures are there just for us to learn about us. The only God that is speak of is us. You won't find no other God nowhere. There's no God coming back except the God that's going to rise in you or me. That's the God that's coming back. And that can only be done when you have a great desire and love for truth. Because truth stops you from doing wrong to others. Nothing else. Truth is like love. The love of the world is not the love of God, because the love of God does no wrong. So for one to say that they have the love of God in them, that means they're walking in total righteousness. They do no wrong, because love won't let you do wrong. Love does not lie. Love does not steal. Love does not deceive. Love does not murder. Love is about unity, working together, building together, forming together. Everybody's waiting on the kingdom to come back. But when you become a God, you're no longer waiting on the kingdom. You begin to build the kingdom. You begin to understand that everyone who comes into the kingdom is a stone that is put in place. We're all that building. So we have to put the stones in the right place. Some stones don't fit because they're not of the building. They may look like they are, but they're not. You know how you have two stones, they look the same, but yet they're not the same. So my way of bringing truth is because this is the way that was given to me. Your way might be through your karate, your martial arts. I don't know, because I don't know you personally. But even if it's through your martial arts, it's still the same way, because it has to be seen. I don't care what you say to me, because I'm just like the children. What you say, I don't hear. What I hear is what I see. That's why I tell people, quit pointing the finger at your children, calling them evil, because all you're doing is calling yourself evil, because the children are a product of us. They're only imitating what they have seen. So if we begin to show them righteousness, they will begin to imitate that righteousness. But if we continue to show them evil, that's what we're going to get back. Man, my brother left me, but he'll be back. I know he will. You know, so you got the mic, bro, because I'm not here to just speak on what I believe. I just wanted you to have an understanding of where I'm coming from. I'm no Christian or nothing. I'm not Nubian. I say Nubian because I want people to understand, and I tell them to go look it up. It means I'm a new being. But I don't follow any man religion, any man-made religion. But I read all the books. I study all the books daily. It's the first thing I do when I wake up in the morning is make my coffee and study my book. or one of the books that I have sitting around here, or I go out and get another book because I want to study. And then I spend time studying it before I try to speak on it. I spend time deciphering it, going through it, testing it. Because that's the only way I'm going to know if it's true, if I test it. Just because it sounds good don't make it good. Shoot, there was many things that sound good when I was young. I come to find out wasn't good. And it cost me. Because everything comes with a consequence. So I teach my child, my children, by my example. Because I can say things to them all day long. They hear me, but it don't register. What registers is what I do. That's the only way that I can rebuke them. Do you see me doing that? Why you think you don't see me doing it? Because it's not of you. That's what I tell them. Then I leave them out there to go test it if they want. Because I can't make them into who they're supposed to be. I can just be an example to them of what I would like for them to be. And if I'm a good example, it'll resonate. Because like you say, you're your father. So I can look at you and tell by the way you live and the things you speak, whether your father was of a good spirit or a bad spirit. Because spirit just means character, the characteristics within us.
God in heaven is crying. I gotta pray with the glasses. Your face so fun. Stop trying to pin me on mute. You can't do it. Dummy. Look at you. Look at you. Look at stupid.
That is a child.
Yes, it is.
Oh, by the way.
That is a child. That's why it's out. That's a child. That's why they're gone. I can't put them on mute. Yes, I can. I can just put them out the room.
Yeah, you can't. He ain't supposed to be on here.
Nah, my room's 18 and over. This room is for adults. And a lot of 18-year-olds and older, they come in here and even adults. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know, I mean, I don't know. That's a little bit about me. But one can't really get to know me. Yes, please. You can ask a question more than once anytime you get ready. The room is open for everybody. Go ahead, please.
Yes, sir. So I was raised believing. I think my mom used to tell me when it's raining and the sun outside, that means
the devil and his wife is fighting. Or arguing. Or fighting.
Do you believe that? I mean, I was asking, because it just started raining just now while I'm at and the sun's out. So I just thought I should ask that.
Well, it is an old saying. But if we're going to go by that saying, the devil and them fight all the time, the devil and his wife. They're always fighting. That's just what evil does. Evil don't agree with nothing. Evil goes against everything. So them both being evil, they're going to fight. They're going to disagree.
Okay.
So it's basically was a teaching she was giving you, just using a parable. Like the Bible does. It uses parables to give out teachings.
Right.
You know. So, and that's all the Bible is. It's a book of parables. Stories put together by man to try to teach you something about yourself. About the way that we live, the way that we act, the way that we think. At least that's what I get from it. When I read it, I don't read it to point fingers. I read it to find out, okay, so this is good versus evil. So the people who are doing these things are people that I shouldn't associate with because I don't want to become like them. I've been down that road.
Absolutely.
You know. Now I got this dude steady texting me about this money for this home. He's trying to send it back. And I keep trying to tell him I am not the one. I don't know how he got my number, why he always texting me. And I sure haven't been giving him no $600 a month on some property. And I don't know what a property is. And he started texting me because I told him, no, I don't know. So now he wants to send me my money back. But how you going to send me my money back when I haven't given you no money? So whoever it is, you got the wrong number. And I can't get him to call. He wants to text all the time. Good thing I'm not a thief, because I'll play it all the way through. That's the difference between a good spirit and an evil spirit. Jehovah, come on up. You say most can't read. Why would you say that?
You say what now?
You said most can't read. Why did you say that? I just happened to see it. I didn't go back and look at the message.
I apologize, but yeah, most of them can't read. Yeah, you'd be surprised how most people just can't read.
So the question would be to you.
You know, a lot of people say, oh, I can read. But when I ask the question, if you know what a prefix, suffix, or an affix is, and you have no answer for me, then automatically that says to me that you have problems reading. So, Elijah X, what is a prefix, suffix, and an affix?
Okay, so let's get this straight before we go there. I'm not here to talk about prefixes. I'm not here to talk about affixes or none of that. We're on the subject of God in this room. I'm not here to be tested by what you feel I know or what you feel I don't know. I'm here to answer any questions that you may have for me personally. But keep it within the spirit. Stop pointing the finger at others because you may have a little so what education.
I'm sorry, did I offend?
No, you didn't. No, I'm very educated. I got 2 degrees sitting up here if you want to talk about the European education. But two degrees up here just means I'm stupid. Because I learned from stupid people. Whether I could read or not is not going to make me into the. Whether I read,
you had no answer for me, so thank you.
Whether I read or not does not make me into a good person or a bad person. Because before books come out, did that stop people from doing anything? And the man who wrote the book that came up with the words, them are words that he invented. Because if you go in another country, they may be using different words with different meanings.
It's okay. It's okay.
No, it's not okay, bro. No, it's not okay. No, you did not. You touched the nerve for the simple fact that, number one, you're trying to judge people by their form of soap. You're trying to.
I just asked you a simple question.
No, you didn't ask me. You didn't ask me.
That would let me know how great your reading is. So if you sit there and say, I've got all of this knowledge.
Why don't you read something and see if I understand? Why don't you read? Why don't you read something or give me something to read and see if I can understand that you gave me? Instead of trying to judge me. Because I may not answer the way that you want. Because I may not ask the way that you want.
It's a simple answer.
Okay, so here's a question.
Prefix, suffix, and affix.
You read a book to teach you how to cook a certain meal. But the lady over here.
I read many books.
Wait, stop, bro. Let me finish. You read a book to teach you how to make a certain meal. And that's what you went by. But there's a lady over here who can't read. She makes the same meal you making. and it tastes better than yours. So did she have to know how to read in order to make that meal? Do you have to know how to read in order to lead your children in righteousness? Do you think because you got more words than you that you are more wiser than the person who has less words than you? Do you think that your words make you wise? Or do you think that your character makes you wise? And don't apologize for your faults. Don't apologize for your mistakes. I'm going to challenge you like you challenge me. Do you think your word, okay, so do you think that, okay, well, wait, you got all this knowledge, but the knowledge ain't made you into a better person. You know why? You know why? Because you have no examples of what better is. It had nothing to do with
I
your
have over 1,000
work.
videos on YouTube, 4,000 on here.
There we go again. Everybody wants to broadcast and talk about what they got on YouTube and this. Okay, YouTube is just a way to get things out from what you feel.
No, I'm just saying I don't have any examples. I said I got plenty of them.
The example is your life.
See, you're trying
The example is the way that you walk. The example is shown up through your character. The example is shown. Wait, stop. I'm not trying to educate you, but I'm not trying to be educated by you either. You're not my teacher. You're not my teacher. You're not my instructor. You understand what I'm saying?
I'm not trying to be.
Yes, you are. 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 Whether you say it or not, yes, you are, because you keep sitting there trying to judge me.
I taught you that you can't composure. I taught you that.
I got my hold on, wait, stop.
That you do not hold.
I have a composure. Okay, so then you're in the wrong room, because I got composure. I just don't have the composure that you want me to have. I don't have the composure you want me to have.
You don't have any refined composure.
I'm refined now.
You don't have any refined composure.
I'm not upset, brother. Anybody that know me would tell you I'm not upset, because you can't stop me from doing nothing. Listen, let me tell you why I'm not upset. Let me tell you why I'm not upset with you. Let me tell you why I'm not upset with you. Because there's nothing that you, because there's nothing, I came from a female. And I believe that the great mother is the mother of all wisdom.
So you said you're a man. So you're going to claim the Best Diva Award?
I put my mother. I put my mother over me. Who do you put over you?
You're Best Diva.
My mother was my teacher. My mother was my instructor. My mother was my first in all things. So why would I put my father over my mother? My father told me to honor my mother.
I don't know, but you're being
What did your father tell you? Did you have a mother when you come up? Were you raised in a two-family home? Were you raised in a two-family home? Yes or no?
No.
I didn't think so. So then we can't talk, so you can't understand where I'm coming from, no way.
I'm not a spoiled brat.
Because you lack that.
I earned every dime.
Wait, whoa, bro.
I earned every
Hold
dime.
up. Wait, stop. I. That's a selfish statement.
Because
You did nothing on your own. Nothing. You can't name me one thing that you did on your own without the help of someone else. So I, when you talk about the devil or you talk about the disagreeable, that is a disagreeable spirit that always say I, because I can do nothing by itself. You didn't do nothing by yourself. You didn't even learn how to read by yourself. You had to go get somebody's book and be taught how to read, how to spell, how to write.
No, I apologize. No,
because you didn't come out writing. You didn't come out reading.
I apologize, but no.
You're always apologizing. You're always apologizing. Everything I said is no assumption. Everything that you ever got in life came through the help of someone else and not from just you alone. And if you sit up here and say it did, then you are a liar and the truth ain't in you. What did you do on your own? Who raised you? Who was you raised by? Let's forget the assumption. Who was you raised by?
I raised myself. Are you foolish?
You raised yourself. You raised yourself. You taught yourself everything that you know.
And I say what I mean.
You raised yourself. You fed yourself when you was a baby.
Pretty much, yeah. My mom taught me ABC, and that was it. And I went from there.
Did your mom?
I went from there.
Did your mom teach you how to have a? Did your mom teach? Did your mom teach you how to have? Well, I don't want to argue. All right, wait, stop. I don't want to argue. I'm through. I'm through with you, bro. I'm through because you want to argue and debate, and I keep telling you, you ain't did nothing by yourself. And since you think you did it by yourself, go off to your room and do it by yourself. Because on here we doing this one. No, apologize. Don't apologize for me. You can't apologize for me. You have no right to apologize for me. Thank you for leaving. You have no right to apologize to me. You haven't done nothing to me. Everything you did was to yourself. All your pride, all your emotions. Because you don't like the fact that you're being refuted for what you say. You don't want to give no one the glory but you. You don't even want to give your mother the glory. You won't even acknowledge the fact that it was your mother who raised you and taught you, who gave you a character to walk in, a way to go. You want to say that you did it all. You ain't done nothing. You don't even live by yourself. You depend on another one every day when you get up and go to work. And if you work for yourself, you depend on people to come and buy your product so that you can survive. So you do nothing by yourself. So it's foolish for you to get up here and try to talk to me about that. I think outside the box, bro. I'm not in your little world. You need to come and get to know me. I'm not in your world. I'm here in the world, but I'm not of your world. You need to come and get to know me. Those who know me will tell you that. I'm a totally different being from the most people that you meet. And when you think I'm upset, I'm not upset, bro. I'm not. I'm passionate. The same way I was when I was revolutionary out there on the streets. I'm passionate. The same way I am for my children. I'm passionate, not upset. I get upset with stupidity. I get upset when people try to tell me who I am or what I am when they don't even know me and haven't taken the time to get to know me. You can't come in my room one time and say that you know me. You can't come in my room one time and try to judge me. And don't come up here to try to find fault with me, because you're going to lose every time. I'm just being real with you. I'm just being real with you, Jehovah. You know. So I say peace unto you. I'm glad that you decided to leave. I'm glad I didn't have to kick you out because I don't like doing it. You're free to come back. You're free to talk, but you have to come to talk. When you talk, you have to be willing to listen to others too, because you are not the one.
Peace.
Peace. Peace, my dad. How you doing? Y'all up?
Yeah.
Right on. Y'all hungry? What you gonna fix for your brother?
What?
No, I ain't gonna even ask that because your brother don't want nothing but some good old cereal. Look, I'm gonna have to get off this phone. I seem to be getting a lot of calls for some reason. A lot of messages. But bro, I will be back on and please come. Adults have adult conversation. What makes a person an adult? Jehovah, what makes a person an adult? Can you tell me that? Is it the age that makes them adult? Is it the knowledge that makes them adult? What makes a person an adult? Because I hear people say that all the time. What made you an adult? What made you think that you was an adult? Was it because of your age? An adult knows what's right, and therefore they do what's right. Are you doing what you know is right? An adult is wise enough to know that they do nothing by themselves, that they need others. I have to answer this. Y'all hold on for 1 second. All right, I'm back. They hung up. I'll call them back when I'm finished. Chief Elder. Let me get my Chief Elder back because I know he wanted to get up here and say something. And I feel bad about that. Divine, come on up. 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 I definitely want Chief Elder back. Let me find him on here so I can send him that invite so he can come back up. Chief Elder is one of our moderators.
Did you mean to invite me back?
I invited you. Well, you're welcome, bro. I don't have nothing against you. I don't hate you. I don't dislike you. I'm just saying, don't come in and try to tell me about me until you spend time with me. You're never, just like I never know you unless I spend time with you, because your words don't mean nothing to me. You can say anything to make yourself look good, but can you live good?
Oh, wow.
That's what
yeah, see, when you see stuff like that, it kind of frustrates me.
I know, I understand. So if it frustrates you, why would you point it to me? Why would you say it's me if it frustrates you? If it messes with your emotions, why would you try to put it off and say it's my emotion?
You said my words
It's you the one that get upset. I'm saying your words are nothing. I'm saying your words mean nothing. It's your character that stands, not your words, bro. Words are changed every day, just like meanings are changed every day. It's your character within it.
No, they're not. Words stay the same. It's just these morons change words.
Now they're morons. You got words. You got words. Now you want to call people out their name. You want to call people morons. If you call a man a moron, it would take a moron to know a moron.
No, it just takes someone to be observant.
It would take a moron to know. You would have to be and experience what it means to be a moron. You would have to be and walk through the experience of a moron to know that you're dealing with a moron.
Sir, I apologize.
No, I didn't say you sound like nothing. You said it. You said morons, talking about the people. Which I think is wrong, because that means that you would have had to. That mean that you would have had to have been a moron, or you would have had to have been stupid to know that somebody else is stupid. You are what you eat, bro.
No.
You can't tell me about love if you never walked. Can you tell me about love if you never walked in love? Can you tell me about love? No.
Yes,
you can only give me the knowledge that you have. You can only give me the knowledge that you have gathered. You can't tell me for surety about it because you have never put it to practice to know if it's real or not. You have never tested it.
I've got over some, but
I'm not asking what you get over. I asked you a simple question. I asked you a simple question.
I don't see anybody with that kind of content.
Oh, what
There's nobody that has that kind of content.
What type of content is that?
Have over 1,000 videos on one platform,
content like
4,000 on another.
Oh, how many videos do you have? 4,000? You have over 4,000 videos?
I have 1,000 on one platform and 4,000 on here.
So how long you been doing this? And how often do you
For 2 years only. Only 2 years, and I have that many videos.
You've been doing it for 2 years.
All unique.
Wait, you've been doing
all different, all original.
You've been doing it for 2 years, and you do it on a daily basis. So I'm sure there are a lot of people that come on here on a daily basis.
No, I don't do it on a daily basis.
Okay, how often do you do it? How often do you
And
do
like I
it?
said, it's this the
How often do you
assumptions
do
of
it?
the
How often do you do it? How often do you do it,
that
bro?
got me discouraged. You know,
How
the
often do you
estrogens.
do it?
Huh?
How often do you do it?
Like I said, people got to catch up. It's not
I'm
about
not
how often I
trying.
do it.
Who's trying to catch up, bro? Wait, stop. Why would I want to catch up with your videos? I spoke more in public than you spoke on the screen.
Because it's a lot of them. It's a lot of them. And I started at the bottom and I'm at a different level now. So you might want to just, follow along the whole storyline instead of just trying to jump in and grab whatever small bit of information you can.
You can, excuse me, you came here. I didn't go there. If I went to your session and you said something worthwhile, I would probably inform you I like what you say, or I will give you a heart tap on the screen. If I don't like what you say, I just leave.
I don't seek none of that.
So what is it that you seek?
I don't care for 2 cent expectation checks.
You seek clarity, right? Do you seek clarity, right? You want clarity. You want clarity in yourself. You want people to give you that clarity. To
stop assuming things and listen.
I'm not assuming. I'm not assuming. I'm listening.
Take another person's words.
I'm listening.
Themselves as if that's
I'm listening to what you're saying. That's why I keep refuting you. I couldn't refute you if I wasn't listening.
It's one thing to repeat a person verbatim.
I'm not repeating.
You know what verbatim
I'm
means?
not repeating. Yeah, word for word. I'm not repeating anything you're saying. Stop asking me, do I know these things?
Okay, good.
Now you're making me upset.
You should not have a shame to know these things.
What makes me upset? What makes me upset is that you would come on here and think that you are more wiser, more intellectual than anyone who comes up here. What makes me upset is for you to come up here and tell people about how many videos you got. Come and check out your page and stuff. Because now it sounds like you come to advertise yourself. Why would you have to advertise yourself? If you say enough things on here that touches people, they'll seek you. You ain't got to seek them.
And why would you be mad at me advertising?
I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you, bro. I just told you. If I was mad at you, you would have been blocked. I'm not mad at you.
That's what's wrong with you Negroes, man. Y'all
wait, whoa, stop. That's what's wrong with who? I didn't hear that.
We can't support each other.
No, I can't support you when you're wrong. I'm not going to support you when you're wrong. I will not support you when you are wrong. I'm going to say that again, and I hope that you hear me. As a matter of fact, hey, YouTube, I thank y'all for joining me. I'm going to say peace and love to y'all on YouTube. Y'all have a great day. You know I'll be back on later, but I'm going to get out of here because I know y'all didn't come on here for all this debate. So peace.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Who is y'all?